Hey everybody, Dr. John Nunez with Feldman Physical Therapy and Performance, and we're back today shooting another segment in our Hudson Valley News Network Weekend Warrior Playbook. Changing scenery a little bit, we're bringing you guys down to Gold's Gym in Fishkill. We've had a lot of fun shooting up in our other location, but we're going to bring some a little bit further south to our Fishkill location now. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about running and cadence. You may have seen some of our other videos where Justin talks about our marching drills and some drills for your feet and your hips that can help strengthen while you're running and improve your legs' resilience throughout your run, because after all, we take thousands of steps every single time we hit the pavement. So even a short, simple run, no matter what your speed, puts a lot of stress on your legs. So that's why I wanted to talk about another important variable in running, and that's cadence. What is cadence? It's your foot turnover, how many steps you take in a certain period of time. And usually with running, we gauge it by the minute. So we like to say cadence is steps per minute. And we're going to talk about why this is really important and some things that you can actually do to improve your own cadence while you're running. This is really important, and it's an aspect of running that we work with in almost all of our athletes that come in, whether you're an actual runner and you're just running in a straight line for your races or training runs, or if you're an athlete, a field athlete, or anybody that has to do any sort of running throughout your activities or your own demands. I like to reference what we call Newton's laws. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Everybody knows this one, or at least we hope we do. So if you punch a wall, the wall's gonna punch back and you're gonna exert some force on your fist. Same thing happens when you're running. Your foot hits the ground, your foot is pressing into the ground, and the ground is pushing back up into your foot. So your body has to actually handle all those forces and do something with them in order to protect you and keep you efficient. So a higher cadence is actually one of the more important things that we like to teach our runners. A lot of people think that, oh, I have to stride it out, the bigger the steps, the better. That's not actually the case. If you imagine all the force that takes you to get from point A to point B, your legs have to generate all that force. If you disperse that force over more steps versus less steps, your body's going to have to handle less force each time your foot hits the ground. So essentially, it's going to be easier for you while you're running. We see a lot of people that come in with hip injuries, knee injuries, ankle, foot injuries. Knee injuries are one of the most common, and one of the first things we almost go to after we clear out any kind of traumatic issue or a stability issue is cadence. Let's gauge your cadence. How fast is your foot turnover? We'll put you on the treadmill, we'll take you outside, and a lot of times we find that people with pain or any kind of pathology have a much lower cadence in the maybe 155 steps per minute to 160 steps per minute, or sometimes even lower. And what we've actually found is that the most efficient runners have a cadence somewhere between 175 and 195. And when I say efficient, I don't mean fast. So I don't want you to think that you have to be a professional in order to make all your pain or your woes go away or just improve your running speed. When I say efficient, I mean pain-free, strong runners, resilient runners, people that are actually accustomed to the task of running and can perform it very well without any issues. So if we find that you have a lower cadence, maybe 155, something like that, we're going to bump you up little by little each time you come in. And there's lots of different drills and tactics that we can use for this. Remember, Justin did some marching drills, and that's a great way to help people learn timing and rhythm and even body position for these drills or for the actual run. So cadence is something that we love to look at, and sometimes it can be a quick, simple fix that clear up a lot of other issues. You'll find that your body position improves automatically just by positioning your legs and your feet better and with your foot turnover. Almost like if your car has issues but the tires are out of alignment, you correct those tires, you're going to solve a lot of other issues. So cadence is something that's super important that you should definitely take a look at on your own. You can get a metronome. There's apps that can help you find your own cadence while you run. And then you couple that with some strength training drills and it'll work wonders for you in your training runs. So cadence, steps per minute, foot turnover, these are all great things to think about with running. It's not about how big your stride is, we actually like to shorten it up. I'm Dr. John Nunez with Feldman Physical Therapy and Performance. We want to thank you guys for tuning in to another one of our episodes of the Weekend Warrior Playbook. Stay tuned next week and hopefully we'll throw some more really good information at you.